So let me ask you this. This is like a fun statistic I found I wanted to share today.
Mm.
If I asked you, who do you think dies more often on the job, a cop or a farmer? What would
Oh
you
god.
say?
Well, it's definitely not a cop because they are in the one of the lower,
You'd
dangerous
be right.
jobs. Yes,
You'd
yeah.
be right. My buddy Zach Funk, funny comic out of Pittsburgh, tweeted this out. Out of curiosity,
Mhm.
I looked up the rates of on-the-job deaths for different
Yep,
jobs. Police average 13.7 per every 100,000 workers. Few other professions by comparison. Farmers, 24.7. Garbage collectors,
yep.
44.3. Loggers, 97.6. Now, here's where he got this from. Or I'm assuming like one of the places he could have gotten this from. There's another interesting statistic I want to point out in this. And we're not going to go through the whole thing because they list 34 of them. But something that's really interesting. So there's police and sheriff's patrol officers at number 16. And further down from that, in other words, less people die on the job, are security officers.
Mm,
And why is that fascinating to me? The reason that's fascinating to me, in fact, here they are. They're at 29. Cops are at about 16. The reason that's fascinating to me is because, I am a big proponent for, complete demilitarization. I think that we need to completely reinvent the
yeah,
idea of law enforcement. I think most of the police officers, quote unquote, and I think we should just straight up rename them, like have different divisions that handle
mhm.
different things.
Yes.
There's no reason
Mm,
why the person who goes to to adhere to a noise complaint or
right.
adhere to a domestic dispute where there's no violence or adhere to whatever it may be, like just a basic conflict, where that can't just be solved amidst the members involved. There's no reason that person should have a gun. No
Right.
reason whatsoever that person should have a gun. And there's no reason why that person who's responding to that should be the same person who responds to something where force is likely going to be 100% necessarily, like
Right.
like a live shooter.
Right.
There's no reason why those should be the same people. Like there's no reason why that shouldn't be someone who has a social worker with them who can de-escalate things.
Yes.
It's just completely backwards the way we go about all this.
Yep.
And here you have actual proof because the argument against something like that, well, it's dangerous and you never know. Well, here you have it.
Yes.
Security guards, these
Right.
people, usually they're not armed. They're pretty much not, or if they are armed, if they
Right.
have a nightstick or something,
Yeah, right.
they have a less deadly gig than the cops do. So
Right.
why can't we just have actual peace officers that don't have guns? There's no reason
Exactly.
for it. There's no reason for it at all.
Especially when everything is so out of control, and it's I agree 100%.
Get your news on with Ron. Don't you wanna know what's going on? We're getting our news on today. Get your news on with Ron. Don't you wanna know what's going on? We're getting our news on today. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You can tweet me an article at Ron Placone. We'll go through it together